So here's the makeup tutorial. So let's get into it. So first off, I use like the Bubble Slam Dunk moisturizing, and I do 1.5 like pumps. And I like 1.5 pumps because then I could like bring it down to my neck, and yeah, I really like this stuff though. It feels really moisturizing, but yeah. And then I use the e.l.f. Stay Cool Primer Stick and literally just like rub it all over my face. And personally, I don't like rub it in. I just let it sit there and like dry, if that makes sense. Next, I use the Brow Lift by e.l.f. And just like a spoolie. And this is literally lasting me like, I think over a year. And yeah, this is what I use to shape my eyebrows, and it literally stays all day. And I just shape like I like go to the side like this, and then I like shape them how I want. Then once I'm done with that, I'll go to the top and kind of just like put it out and then like put it back in. I don't think that made sense, but okay. Next, I use like this angled brush, and then I use this palette. I think it was from Five Below, but I used the darkest shade on it, like right here. And then I literally just like start with underneath, then just go like that. And then I go to the top, just like outline like that, but I don't start at the very beginning. I start like right here, then I fill it in right here, and then kind of just like fill it in like that. And then I use my finger to like blend out the rest a little bit, and then I take the spoolie and kind of just like put my eyebrows back down, just like that. Okay, next what I do is I use this primer from LA Colors Truly Matte. It's too thick, or for me, or for my opinion, so I just add like water to it, and then I just use my finger to like blend it out, and then I just like put it on my face. And then the extra, I literally just like wipe. I like wipe on my face. And then I take it and blend it in with my fingers because it's just like easier to get it like all spread around, you know? So yeah. I need to clean this beauty blender, but it's a Morphe beauty blender, and I just blend out like all my foundation so it's not like uneven. And then I take my Fit Me Maybelline New York in the shade, I don't know, I think I tore off the sticker, but then I take it and do the inner corner of my eyes, and then around my nose, and then do it like right here. And then I put a little bit in the middle, and then I go back to the foundation that I use, and then I'll take my little brush by Morphe too, and then I'll just take a little bit on my brush, and then I'll just like put it in the middle just to make it like darker with that like concealer in the middle. And then I'll blend it out with my Morphe Beauty Blender. How I blend it out is I literally just take a little and then transfer it to like my nose. And then I go out here and then just like blend it like this, just on like both sides. And then I'll take the like concealer again, and then I'll get some of it on like my brush. And then I'll like carve out my eyes just like this, just like around like both, like the top and bottom. So once I carve out my eyebrows like this, I just take a beauty blender, and I don't like blend in all the way, but I blend it to where it like looks good or like suitable for me. And I just like do that around all my eyebrows. And then I take my white LYS contour, and then just put it around my face like this. And then I do my nose contour just a little bit because like it's just like the base of the nose contour, but I just don't do too much because it like doesn't work out well. And then I just blend it out with my beauty blender. on all the little spots. All the little spots I put contour on. And then if it's being stubborn, I take this brush. I don't know where I got it, but I just take this brush and kind of just like smooth it out and stuff like that. And then for my nose contour, I kind of just like take it and then blend it upwards with like my nose. I'm gonna bring a little bit into my eye, just like on both sides. And then I take like the middle of it, so it's not like brown in the middle of my nose. I just like take it like that, and then on my little peak right here, I take it out. And then since I have setting powder, but I think it's in my mom's car, and it like went like she used it, but then I just take my Benefit Hoola original bronzer. It's the mini in the shade. It's just in the shade original. I don't know. But then I just take it and like set in all my bronzer with it. And then I take a brush like this, and I put it like this, and then I just like kind of like contour my nose a little bit like more precisely, and then I bring it up into like the corners of my eyes right here, and I kind of just like bring it up like this. And then I know it looks crazy right now, but I just take like a brush just like this, and then I kind of just like blend it out a little bit to like make it not look so crazy, I guess you could say. And then I take the bronzer one more time, and then I like kind of like use it as eyeshadow, and then I bring it to like right here, and then I just like use that as eyeshadow. I don't know, I usually would use like liquid blush and then set it with like a powder blush, but I don't know where my liquid blush went, so I'm just using this little like blush from like a makeup palette, like a makeup set, and then I tap it off. And personally, I don't like a lot of blush, so I just do like very little blush. And then after I'm done with that blush, I kind of just like dab it on my nose a little bit, just like that. And then I take this ColourPop eyeshadow, but I use it as a highlighter, and it's in the shade ColourPop. And then I just apply it to my hand because it doesn't really work like on a brush, like it doesn't pick up. And then I just use it as normal highlighter on my nose and stuff. And then I take it up here and I do it underneath my eyebrows, just like that. And then I also use my finger to applicate it like right here. And usually I would do my, like, show how I do my lashes, but I have lash clusters on right now. I don't like really do anything. But then the last step is I just spray setting spray on it. But yeah, that's literally my whole makeup routine. And yeah.